My name's Aaron, welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic. And today I am reviewing Lalique Encre Noire. I bought this for £27 for 100ml, which is phenomenal actually. Notes in this are cypress, vetiver, cashmere, woods, wood and musk. I was reading, trying to get the notes off a few sites, and it said it had vetiver acetate, and I really appreciate companies that are a little bit more upfront about what things contain. Personally, I like that. Sort of it says that it's very honest, and I'm sort of more trusting in this. So I'm expecting this to be a fougere, lots of woods, very masculine. I don't know quite how they're doing it for this price. So what I'm sort of thinking is that for about £30, the formulation would sort of be about £1, which means you're going to get a lot of aroma chemicals and some essential oils. Do we have our fragrance samples or full-size bottles? I'll be engaged with our higher self. Let's get testing. So this is an eau de toilette, and I can feel that because it's very wet. There's a lot of alcohol and water in this. This is very good. Goodness me. Okay, so this is really based around cedarwood and vetiver raw materials with lots and lots of fixatives in. So this also has an aroma chemical which is giving a cypress feel, and I really don't like cypress as an aroma chemical. I do have the natural action, I've never used it, I don't really like it, it's too bitter for me. This is using diethyl aminohydrobenzyl hexyl benzoate or hexyl benzoate to give that feel of the cypress. This is very, very dry. This is very, very masculine. This is very, very woody and absolutely has the vetiver raw materials in it. Very bitter. So initially I was smelling, there's a slight sweet note to it, and that completely went, and I really liked that. But now I'm sort of left with sort of a very dry, woody, vetiver, cypress, tinny. It's incredibly tinny, which means it's got some balsams in to give that sort of tinny feel to it. There's one balsam, I can't pronounce it. So G, that is in it. Sort of, I don't really know how to feel about this. I'm sort of keep going backwards and forwards. I think it's very good, but it's very, very dry, very, very bitter. Absolutely has linalool and acetates to give a very dry extension to the formulation. But it's a very dense, heavy, bitter, robust formulation. Again, this would be incredibly safe. It has a lot of fixatives in, and there are some fixatives which actually on their own can smell a bit vinegary. And in formulations they change. That's the thing I'm sort of very interested about, that these fixatives don't smell very nice on their own, but in formulations they don't really smell like that. But this, I'm detecting it. Dry, tart, and acidic, tinny formulation. I can smell the oak moss aroma chemicals in these, because it's slightly powdery, but not powdery in a sweet way, powdery in a bitter way. So this is like tinny, metallic, powdery. It's absolutely based upon cedarwood, traditional fougere. This is absolutely traditionally a fougere fragrance. On to my final thoughts. I'm sort of struggling with this actually, it's quite surprising. So I'll go through my thoughts and I'll go through my marks with you. Sometimes it helps me make sense of things when I'm not really emotionally connecting to it. First off, the price I think is phenomenal. I mean, really, if I could go higher than 2, I absolutely would go higher than 2. The formulation, I think is amazing for what it is and amazing for the price, and I think the perfume is phenomenal. A 4 out of 4 for that. And I think this absolutely would have all its regulatory paperwork. When I looked on the box, it had all the markings that were there and to me that would say it has all its safety assessments, it's uploaded to the EU portal, it would have its public information file, it would have its challenge test, it would have its stability test, all the correct information was on the outside. At a chemist, that would mean it corresponds to all the legal paperwork, and this would comply, which I'm very, very happy with. but I personally really don't like it because it's so bitter and it's so tin-like and it's so strong. It's incredibly powerful actually, and incredibly strong. This is quite a difficult one because I would like to see it sweetened quite a lot actually, but for the price it's really phenomenal. It absolutely does have the cashmere woods in this, which is giving the massive amount of elevation through the whole formulation. So this is going to project massively actually, and this is going to, because of the way it's mixed with fixatives and the cashmere molecules and ambers and things, it's going to fill up a room and it's going to keep going, and it's quite monstrous, but I personally find it really unpalatable. I want to set it to 7 because I'm taking into account the formulation, I'm taking into account the price, I'm taking into account everything about it, but I just really do not like it. But I personally think that for this price it's phenomenal actually, and really excellent. The hexyl benzoate is very strong, and the hexyl benzoate is that I just don't like cypress. I don't think that is sort of the problem, but I think it's phenomenal actually, and the packaging is very nice. It's just very herbaceous, very Chypre. So it's incredibly Chypre, so it's incredibly bitter, herbaceous, projecting, long lasting. But I think that if you like this sort of thing, you would absolutely love this, and I think for the price you really can't go wrong at actually. How would I improve upon it? I'd love some sweetness to it. I'd love some vanillin to it. I would love some coumarin. I would love some a few fruit molecules in there. Just tiny bits of sort of sweetness in there would help to give a nuance that, for me personally, I would much more enjoy this. But I've got to bear in mind that not everybody loves what I like, and personally I think if you love very dry, masculine, vetiver, cedarwoods, cypress, expansive, long-lasting fragrances, you absolutely love this, and I think it's quite phenomenal for the price. Really fabulously done, incredibly safe and excellent formulation, but I personally really don't like it, and it's such a personal thing to me. And wouldn't this world be boring if we all liked the same thing and if we were all the same? So there we go, my friends. I hope you love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands, lots of reviews. I hope you're staying safe and well, and I shall see you soon for a fragrance review.